Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for, well actually it's just a current energy reading. This is a bonus reading for you. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're just going to see what's going on right now. What do you need to know right now? I looked back at your last reading and it did speak about some type of communication that's coming in that's going to reach you for the month. It was your monthly, your June, so let's see what comes out. We're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot. We are going to use the Light Seers Tarot. And we are going to use the Tarot of Dreams. They do let us tag these now, so, but you know, they don't carry all the cards like what we can tag. I have very few of the decks that I have, so I'll tag what I can. Alright, let's get into your reading. Everything is already pre-shuffled. I do like to give it a couple shuffles for you though. We're going to give it a cut. And let's just go ahead and get the Light Seers ready, so there's no interruptions. Again, pre-shuffled. Alright. We are going to take off the top of the deck for both of these, and then we're going to shuffle with the Gilded Tarot. And this is just going to allow us to go deeper and deeper and deeper. I think you got to be willing to go there. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. We start with the 7 of Cups. So I feel like, you know, it means that we come into this reading with a potential question on your mind. Maybe a choice that you have. You know, it's in the 7 of Cups, it's hard to make a decision about something because sometimes it can be very chaotic. Like I have to choose a cup in the midst of this chaotic energy. Also, I feel like it's the energy of, you know, sometimes I'm leery of picking a cup because I seem to keep picking the wrong cups. You know, it reminds me of this game that I'm playing where a rabbit jumps out of it and you have to pick which hat. You know, and you get so far and then dang it, I get the rabbit. We have the 4 of Cups. Interesting, because it feels like you need to make a decision, but maybe you're not. This could be someone else, of course. But I feel like, you know, there's something here that needs to be dealt with that maybe is not being dealt with. It feels like it must be in your emotional house with all these cups, first of all. The 4 of Cups would say, you know, if this is about making a decision, use your spiritual discernment. You've earned it. It's yours. Now you just have to trust it. You know, in the 4 of Cups, it can talk about inactivity. Like, I'm not really doing much about anything. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a dream. It just means I'm not being proactive in it. Okay, let's keep going. We have the High Priestess. Well, that makes perfect sense, right? That's your intuition. That's what you have to trust. You know, you have to be careful not to second guess that first instinct. You know, it's just reminding me of when I used to live in Rhode Island, and Sam and I were talking, and I knew eventually I would move here, but it was like I had a great job. You know, my loved ones were there, so it was not an easy decision. But one morning I just woke up and I was like, this is the day. Like, I just felt it. This is the day. And I went in and gave my notice. So it was the beginning of the change. Anyway, well, 3 of Swords. I'm glad I brought up the Light Seers because I think it's going to, I think what we're doing is we're seeing like some underlying issues that may cause you, it's like I'd rather make no decision than the wrong decision. And very understandable. However, what I feel like it's saying here is it's kind of hindering your own progress. Trusting your intuition. Whoa, slid that whole line. With the Page of Pentacles. Some of you are on this path of knowledge. So it gives us a different way to look at this, right? If this is about learning, valuable knowledge that can never be taken from me, and it feels like that's what this path is about, then I can look at it and say, okay, so this is what I want, right? I have this certain dream. I do feel like that, I could manifest it, but because of the past, right? The Three of Swords, pain in the heart, that then attaches itself to the mind, I feel like. It is mirroring the Seven of Cups. In a way, I kind of feel like that's why someone's saying, I'd rather take no action than action I'm unsure of. Alright, well, let's go ahead and bring in the light seers. We have the Hermit. Hermit is the card of Virgo. This is all about reflection and wisdom gained. The Hermit goes into, we call it the cave or the dark night of the soul, seeking the light, right? What the Hermit ultimately learns is that she already is the light, right? That light is within, and it's what shines, illuminates the way, so to speak. The Hermit ultimately can become a master teacher, is a master teacher. Whether it's just something that's in my daily life, or it's something that I go to school for. We have the King of Swords. This can certainly be you. Another Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. We have the Devil, card of Capricorn. This is the energy of temptations. Things that tend to pull me to them. They can live in the dark. Listen, some people are very comfortable living in the dark. It doesn't always mean that they themselves are, I don't know. And then we have the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Two kings surround the Devil. I think we should just call it temptation, because that's really what it is. Interesting that both these kings, their backs are opposite to each other. It's like this king's looking this way, this king's looking this way. This King of Pentacles seems to be carrying the Three of Swords, like it's above him. This king is carrying the Four of Cups. And interesting enough, it's like the Devil is carrying the High Priestess. So it just feels like, on a spiritual level, I can, whatever seems to tempt me, I can naturally know or feel, is it good or is it bad? Alright, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. I want to get deeper into this. Look at this. Two of Pentacles. Nine of Cups on the bottom of that, under that. Palace of Cups under the Page of Coins. Interesting. Okay, let's just get into it. Some of you might be making a decision about more than one person. Like, which way should I go? You know, I feel like everybody carries their, what's the word I want to use? You know, everybody has their shadow side. Everybody. But everybody has a light side too now. Whether they develop it or not, you know. Alright, let's get into this. I want to know with this, what are you trying to figure out here? Let's start at the top. We're going to look at the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. Sorry, just want to give myself lots of room. Okay. We have, interesting, another seven. Seven of Wands now coming over the Seven of Cups. You know, that puts you in somewhat of a defensive type energy, like defending your choices. We have the Queen of Pentacles, so we have the King and the Queen. Interesting the way that she's falling. You know, it almost, for some, this is not going to be for everyone, but I do feel like, you know, who's ever in the Four Cups energy, again, the one who's being, like, let's say, non-active, there's still this cup, and it may belong to this queen, like, it may be, again, king or queen, right? I just feel like this may connect them. We have the Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Swords over the Three of Swords. Okay. Well, there is our root issue right there. Right? So definitely somewhere, sometime in your life, definitely someone hurt you. Someone probably was not trustworthy. And that can mean in many different ways. You know, and I definitely feel you suffered from it. Not only that, but I feel like you know, I feel like it makes it hard to go forward. Like, that alone makes it hard to go forward. But still, there's like something that lives in your heart. And I get this feeling also that, like, if I made a choice, would I then need to defend it? Now, the Three of Pentacles is coming over the High Priestess. So, let's talk about that for a second, because the Three of Pentacles talks about you and your uniqueness, right? You are like that missing piece of the puzzle. You know, like something cannot come to completion without your part, so to speak. This is about your creativity, and who you are. This is also where it reminds you that, you know, like sometimes you feel like you're all alone, right? Or like there's nobody like me, but then you find, like, if you trust your intuition, I feel like it leads you on a path where you start to find those people, that type of energy. So I feel like the past, I don't know if I want to lay this all on one person, but I feel like the past has definitely affected me in the choices I make or I don't make. I feel like there is just like, I feel like I've lost a piece of myself. But your higher self is here saying, but you didn't, my dear, you didn't, right? You didn't. And if this is about a learning experience, then that's the way we want to look at this, right? How, let's say this is one person over here who then affects our future decisions. That is one person who, it's almost like they take over your life, no? Because I stay inactive because of what happened. So what do we need to learn from that? I feel like if this is a past relationship, there must have been a lot of, I feel like, probably ego type energy, probably both. There could have been a lot of one being accused, one defending, that type of energy, whatever. Okay, let's keep going. Ultimately, as I'm saying that this is about a learning lesson, what can it do? Where can it bring you? Well, to the hermit energy. And, once you become the hermit, what does that mean? That means that the truth is the truth is the truth, right? Whether it fall on your side or someone else's, right? Fairness. It talks about trusting the light within you, for your next steps. It's not about inactivity unless that's what it calls for, right? This 9 says it's the final reflection so that I can learn and grow. We have the 8 of Pentacles coming over the Hermit. I feel like for some of you, this is talking about it's almost like a spiritually based business, but definitely with roots here on this earth. I don't know what I mean by that. Maybe somebody does. 8 of Pentacles talks about whatever you focus on is what you're going to grow. Sometimes I feel like you end up on a path that you had no clue, just like my life right now, right? What I do for a living now, being with the person I'm with now, I had no clue, right? Life led me that way. Doesn't make sense when it's happening sometimes, but yet, I don't know. I feel like you get those, aha, oh, now I get it. If this is talking about what you create, what you do for a living, and you're worried, am I on the right path? Well, I feel like intuitively spiritually I feel like and I feel like if you're coming from a place of, let's say, wisdom, but even still searching, still growing, the 8 of Pentacles talks about, I feel like it's fast growing energy. If I focus on it, it talks about moving into the arena of success, let's say. And then you have the Death card. Card Scorpio. It's interesting because The Death card talks about an ending, right? A door closing so that another door can open. The energy, well, first of all, it's coming over this King of Swords. Again, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, if, doesn't have to be. You know, this can, I feel like for some of you, this can also be a guide. Like someone who's helping you, or trying to help you. Like to send signs type of thing. Maybe 77 means something. You know, I get 77. Oh, there's another 7. I get that a lot in readings. Okay. We have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands coming over the Devil. It's the energy of victory, of being victorious. You know, it's an energy of, it's interesting because you have the 3 of Pentacles above it with the High Priestess really feeling this energy. So I feel like that's coming from your higher self, you know, or your spirit guide, like all of the above, really. So this is the energy of, I almost feel like gentle persuasion. Gentle persuasion. But I feel like more, are you using that gentle persuasion? Because I feel like in that energy, there's also a realization. It's like you kind of finding yourself, right? Like, you know, in the 3 of Pentacles again, like your uniqueness, what you're brought here for. One of your soul's intentions, let's put it that way. Some of you have found yourself on a path that may relate to those who've crossed over. Like I want to learn more, right? I want to learn more, and therefore maybe you do. Page of Pentacles again. Interesting because we have the Page of Pentacles here, and now this Page of Pentacles is coming over the King. First of all, I want to say I feel like it's talking about this King in a younger version. I do feel like maybe this King had been responsible for the energy, or I could put it another way, like they're the ones. No, I don't want to say that. Well, I want to take one more because there's something I want to say, but I don't want to say it. We have the 4 of Pentacles. I don't know. I can't get, maybe because he's sitting next to the Devil, I can't get like the real feel. Well, look at that, the Hierophant. Card of Taurus, first of all. So I'm looking at this King like, is this anything that I have to be worried about? Because there is matching energy of the Queen up there. And that Queen does kind of hold that cup. Now again, it doesn't even mean, doesn't even have to mean Earth. It's just interesting because their pentacles are matching. Can talk about people who have, you know, who live a spiritual life on this earthly plane. Hierophant, it's your belief system. You know, if this is talking about someone of the past, can they have changed? Well, of course they can, right? Everybody can. Did they? I don't know. But this does feel like the light to me. You know, it's interesting because I definitely can feel like like this king or queen had like some type of responsibility within the heartache I felt at one time, and how it's affecting me now and today. Or maybe not, hopefully you've moved beyond that. Now you're on a path of knowledge. So, and when I was looking at the king with the question I'm asking, maybe I didn't say it out loud, but I'm looking for, like, is this king in the light? And then the Hierophant comes out. It's interesting because I feel like here I'm kind of telling a story, I'm writing a story, I'm speaking a story. It's the beginning, right? It's the beginning. It's almost like I'm writing a book and I'm learning as I go, researching, right? As I research, I write. As I know more, I tell more. And I'm not just talking about books, I'm just talking about all kinds of things. I feel like the connection, like, your guides are very, very strong in helping you. I definitely feel that. I definitely feel the energy of inactivity, right? Almost like, protecting myself, like I'm better doing nothing. But that is stemming from past energy. Okay, I want to go right. What should we do? We have the King of Wands now. Okay, all kinds of kings. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But look at this. We have the Four of Wands. And then we have the Hangman. Maybe someone has pronounced their love to you, and maybe you, because of some of the past energy, maybe you haven't taken the time to reflect upon it with a spiritual lens, and now I can see how it's affecting my everyday decisions, right? Even, maybe even with what you do. Now, I feel like you evolve from this because I feel like you move more into like almost like a logical mind and not a fearful, right? Not of what was, but more about what do you want? I feel like that's what moves us here. It's more about what do you want? How would you like to see your life? Not just that, are you willing to put the work in to build what it is you want to build? Because saying in the Eight of Pentacles, if you focus on it, you can have success, right? But it takes the work, it takes your effort. But there's a great amount of knowledge. Maybe I don't know everything, but I know enough, right? And I keep seeking. That's what I love about the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeking that knowledge. Ask and ye shall receive. So I feel like the Hangman coming next to the marriage card, the card of commitment, makes a little sense, right? I don't know why we'd have to rush it anyways. We have the Five of Wands. And then we have the Strength card. Major Arcana, card for Leo. Listen, this feels like an inner journey. This has, like I feel like you have been on an inner journey, and probably not an easy one. I do feel like this is about looking at things with maybe a different lens. You know what I mean? Like a spiritual lens. And I know this is going to sound weird, but like learning not to take things personally. And what do I mean by that? Well, sometimes people are just who they are until they decide to allow themselves to awaken, let's say. Right? Sometimes we can't rush another's, and we can take that personally, but maybe our journey is different. Maybe there's something that you can create in this world. And listen, it's directly related to your experiences, your wisdom. Wisdom comes from the ability to overcome. Here is the Strength card, right? And it's interesting because we have the Devil and the Strength card. The Devil talks about being able to control the beast within, right? That wants to overrule the light. The Strength card is finding that beautiful balance, but it's realizing that it comes from within. This isn't just about gaining on this physical plane. This is about gaining spiritual knowledge and muscles, and I feel like it stays with you for eternity. Number 8. I've been seeing 8. As above, so below. Infinity. My daughter is a Scorpio, and my son, who has crossed over, is a Leo. I often see, she's a Scorpio, but she's an Aquarius moon. I often see the two of them in the same reading, and I feel like, and how beautiful, right next to the Hierophant. And when I feel that like it's for all of us. So, how can I wrap up this reading? Here this king over here does have the 5 of Wands with it. And that is everybody in that energy is like battling, right? Everybody is butting heads. Nobody is listening to each other's opinions. Like, everybody wants to be the victor, but nobody can be because nobody can back down. Nobody backs down. Yet I feel like, and that is, it feels like human drama type of energy, right? Not so much spiritual, if you know what I mean. Because I feel like the Hierophant here, it is definitely the ability to rise above maybe what I cannot control. It's also the ability to learn on a truly spiritual level, your faith, right? Your faith. Like, do you trust yourself? Do you trust your God? Do you trust your guides? All right. I want to look, I'm not ready to let you go yet. I want to look at this Hangman. Because we have a couple kings down here. For someone, I feel like there may be the the art of collaboration. There could be 2, maybe 3, who can work together, right? Work together and build something, if that's an avenue I'm thinking of. We have Judgment. There is your spiritual team. Call to attention. Call to the present moment. I can't fix my problems in the past, right? I can't go back and fix my problems. Right? But I can think about what I'm creating from this moment forward. It's like planting the seeds in the spring is going to determine what your harvest is going to be in the fall. if I planted no seeds, well, I'm probably going to go hungry in the fall. So Judgment wants your attention, right? Look at this, the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, there's just something that you are naturally, I feel like you can do, you're meant to do. Listen, it may speak of love, it may be helping others overcome, energies that you yourself had to overcome. Like, don't deny your life experiences, because your life experiences truly are wisdom. And, can lead you. I mean, the 8 of Pentacles, Judgment, I need you right now. And then the 9 of Pentacles, there is that success, right? But what began, the ability, the willingness to put the work in, to put my head down, to get creative, to allow myself to open to all that I'm about to learn and all that I am learning and all that I have learned. I feel like you just got to learn to trust within yourself. Don't allow the past to hold you down. Don't let it pin you in place, right? Because I feel like if it's relating to a person, it's almost like there's nothing I could have done anyway. This is just who they were. And, is there the potential of someone coming now back in the light? Of course. I mean, if you've moved into the light, why shouldn't they? And your vibration, as I become stronger within myself, my vibration raises. And as it raises, those who, meet me along my path, if their vibration is lower, then, it's almost like it puts me at a crossroad. I got to make a decision. Either I'm going to lower my energy to meet theirs, or they're going to need to increase their energy to meet mine. This is about you now. And not in an egotistical way. It's just about what you can build, right? The 9 of Pentacles is true success, true independence. It's something that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can take away from you. Doesn't mean I haven't had falls. Maybe I've had, great success and great falls. Well, if you've had great success, you can have it again. It's almost like, okay, well, you know more than you think you know. So, and some of you, it's like even becoming like the leader, the one that people look up to, because of what you know, because of what you've been through, right? So I think I'm going to leave it there. I didn't want to make it too long, but I feel like there's a couple, just a couple things going on here. We do have the commitment card, the marriage card, and we do have it connected to Judgment. Not just that, success, right? Whatever I put my focus on is what I'm going to build. Think about this. If it's speaking of love and your finances, it is finding that balance. Once you have that balance, I'm telling you, nobody can lock you off your rocker. So, Judgment may be saying this needs to go on hold just for a moment. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'll leave it up to you. Can't wait to hear your comments. As always, I thank you. I hope it helped you. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.